Hello, and welcome back to Speak English Fluently.
Hi everyone! We are so happy you're here with us today. This channel helps you practice real English every day.
Please click that subscribe button and like this video. Hi, Anna. We have a huge topic today.
Hi Adam. So today is about waking up.
Exactly. We are talking about real morning power.
Oh boy, most people really hate their mornings.
I know. Waking up feeling like a total zombie.
Yeah, dragging yourself out of bed is tough.
But winning the morning actually wins the day.
Totally. Let's help people fix their bad habits.
So let's talk about that dreaded alarm sound.
Oh, the worst sound in the whole world.
Do you hit the snooze button every morning?
Honestly, I used to hit it 3 times.
Wow, 3 times. That is a lot, Anna.
I know, it made me feel so tired.
We just want 5 more minutes of sleep.
But those 5 minutes are actually really bad.
Yeah, you drift back into a deep sleep.
Then the alarm shocks you awake all over again.
I remember feeling foggy for hours after that.
It feels like your brain is in mud.
Hitting snooze is like losing your first battle.
That is a really strong way to put it.
You are telling yourself you don't want to wake.
Exactly. You start the day with procrastination.
So, how did you finally stop doing that?
I had to move my phone across the room.
Oh, so you have to physically get up?
Yes, once I'm standing, I usually stay up.
That is smart. I use a light alarm.
A light alarm? Does that really help you?
It wakes me up slowly, not with noise.
That sounds much more peaceful than my buzzer.
The key is getting your feet on the floor.
Yeah, just stand up and don't think twice.
If you wait, your brain will stop you.
True, you start making excuses to stay in bed.
The bed is always warmest in the morning.
It is a trap, a very comfortable trap.
Think about it as a promise to yourself.
Right, you promised to get up, so do it.
It builds confidence right at the very start.
You feel proud that you beat the mattress.
Does waking up early give you more energy?
Definitely. I have time to actually breathe now.
No more rushing around looking for your keys.
I hated that panicked feeling every morning.
Do you do this on the weekends too?
Mostly yes. It keeps my body clock steady.
Sleeping in late can really mess you up.
Yeah, Monday morning feels terrible if you do.
What is one tip for heavy sleepers then?
Put a glass of water next to the alarm.
Drink it right when the alarm goes off?
Yes, it wakes your body up from inside.
It is all about momentum, isn't it really?
Absolutely. One good decision leads to another one.
Snoozing just delays the inevitable pain of waking.
And it makes the pain last so much longer.
I used to be grumpy for 2 hours.
Me too. Now I'm happy by breakfast.
We need to challenge our listeners to stop.
No snooze button for just 1 single week.
It'll be hard for the first days.
But after 3 days, it gets much easier.
Think about the extra time you will have.
Time to enjoy coffee or just relax a bit.
So you're awake. What happens next, Anna?
Well, most people grab their phones right away.
That's the second biggest mistake we make.
It destroys your focus before you even start.
We really need to fix that digital habit.
Let's talk about the phone rule next.
So you open your eyes, then what?
I used to grab my phone instantly.
We all do it. It is automatic now.
Checking emails, texts, and social media notifications.
You're letting the world control your brain.
Yeah, it's like inviting chaos into bed.
Do you see bad news right away?
Often. Then I feel stressed and anxious immediately.
That is a terrible way to start a day.
It completely ruins your own peace of mind.
It's called the morning doom scroll.
You lose track of time so fast, right?
Yeah, 5 minutes turns into 30 minutes quickly.
Then you have to rush to get ready.
Exactly, you're already behind schedule by then.
It puts you in a reactive state, Adam.
You react to others instead of thinking yourself.
My brain feels cluttered before I even stand.
It steals your attention for the whole day.
I notice I can't focus later on.
So what is the new rule we follow?
No phone for the first 30 minutes.
30 minutes seems like a long time for some.
It's hard, but it changes everything completely.
What do you do with the phone?
I leave it in another room at night.
That prevents you from reaching for it blindly.
If it's not there, I cannot check.
Buying a real alarm clock really helps too.
Yeah, then your phone is not the alarm.
How did you feel after the first week?
My mind felt so much clearer and lighter.
It's nice to be with your thoughts.
I actually planned my day instead of scrolling.
You're proactive instead of just being reactive.
And I stopped comparing myself to strangers online.
Social media in the morning is toxic mentally.
Seeing perfect lives makes you feel inadequate, right?
Yeah, do not start your day with jealousy.
Start with your own reality and your life.
What if people need to check for emergencies?
Real emergencies will usually come through a call.
That is true. Texts can wait a bit.
The world will survive without you for 30 minutes.
Put your phone on airplane mode at night.
That is a great tip to stop notifications.
Turn it back on after your morning routine.
Treat checking your phone as a small reward.
Earn it by doing something productive first.
It makes checking it feel much less addictive.
It's about protecting your mental space, Anna.
Your morning brain is very sensitive and soft.
Feed it something good, not digital junk food.
I love that comparison. Digital junk food indeed.
Silence is actually better than noise in the morning.
It helps you connect with yourself much better.
So we're up and off the phone.
Now our bodies need something to wake up.
We often wake up feeling very dehydrated, right?
Oh yeah, thirsty and needing a big boost.
Most people run straight for the coffee pot.
But is that the best first step?
There might be a better way to hydrate.
Let's discuss water and coffee in part 3.
You mentioned feeling thirsty right after waking up.
Yeah, my mouth feels like a dry desert.
We lose a lot of water while sleeping.
8 hours without drinking is actually a long time.
Imagine your body is like a dry sponge.
That is a weird but very accurate image.
So what is the first thing you drink?
I used to drink hot coffee immediately.
Coffee on an empty stomach can be harsh.
It made me feel jittery and sometimes anxious.
Now you drink a big glass of water?
Yes, room temperature water before anything else.
It flushes out the toxins from the night.
It feels like a shower from my insides.
Do you put anything in the water, Anna?
Sometimes I squeeze a little fresh lemon juice.
That is great for waking up your digestion.
My stomach feels much better since I started.
But tell me, do you still drink coffee?
Oh, absolutely. I cannot survive without my coffee.
Me neither, but now it's a reward.
Exactly. Water first, then the coffee comes later.
Let's talk about the coffee ritual itself now.
Making it is my favorite part of morning.
The smell of beans grinding is just magical.
It tells my brain that the day started.
It's not just about the caffeine kick.
No, holding that warm cup is very comforting.
It is a moment of peace before working.
I sip it slowly now, enjoying every drop.
That is mindfulness right there in a cup.
Do you drink black coffee or add milk?
Just a splash of oat milk for me.
Nice. It gives you a nice, steady energy.
Water wakes the body, coffee wakes the brain.
That is the perfect combination for morning power.
How much water do you aim for usually?
Usually 1 large glass, about half a liter.
That is a solid start to the day.
You feel the energy difference almost right away.
It cures that morning headache many people get.
Most headaches are just signs of simple dehydration.
So, hydrate before you caffeinate is the rule.
Easy to remember and very easy to do.
Your metabolism will thank you for it later.
It gets the engine running smooth and fast.
But sitting and drinking is still not enough.
True, we are awake but still very stiff.
The body has been still for 8 hours.
My back usually feels tight in the morning.
We need to get the blood flowing now.
Movement changes how you feel instantly, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Motion creates emotion, as they always say.
I don't want to go to the gym.
You don't have to go to the gym.
Oh, good. Tell me about easy movement then.
Let's see how to move without much effort. So, the water is down, coffee is brewing.
But my body still feels like a wooden board.
That is because you haven't moved enough yet.
I really do not want to run a marathon.
You don't need a heavy workout right now.
People think morning exercise must be very hard.
That is a huge myth that stops everyone.
So, what should we actually do instead then?
Just 5 minutes of simple stretching works wonders.
Stretching my back sounds amazing right about now.
Reach up high and touch the ceiling, Anna.
I can feel the blood moving already, wow.
Movement wakes up your brain faster than coffee.
It signals the body that sleep is over.
Do you ever put on music and dance?
Sometimes, if nobody's watching me act silly.
Dancing in the kitchen is the absolute best.
It puts a smile on your face instantly.
That is the motion creates emotion concept working.
If you move sluggishly, you feel sluggish today.
Exactly. But move fast and you feel energetic.
What about going outside for a quick walk?
Fresh air is a total game changer too.
Seeing the morning sun helps reset your rhythm.
It tells your biological clock to wake up.
Even just walking around the block is enough.
You come back feeling ready to conquer anything.
It is better than checking emails in bed.
Your body was made to move, not sit.
We sit all day at our desks anyway.
Use the morning to undo all that sitting.
My shoulders usually carry so much tension, Adam.
A few neck rolls can fix that tension.
I'm doing it now. It feels great.
See, you did not need a gym membership.
It is simple, free, and very effective too.
Do you do push-ups or just light cardio?
Just light yoga poses on my living room rug.
That sounds very peaceful and grounding for you.
It connects my breath with my body movement.
That deep breathing is crucial for oxygen flow.
Oxygen makes you think sharper and much clearer.
So no excuses about not having enough time.
Everyone has 5 minutes to shake their body.
Shake off the sleep and the bad mood.
I feel more alive just talking about it.
Imagine doing this every single day for years.
You would be a completely different, happier person.
Health isn't just weight, it is feeling good.
And starting the day strong makes you strong.
Okay, our bodies are awake and moving now.
But my mind is starting to race ahead.
The world is getting loud and busy outside.
We need to protect our inner peace first.
Before the noise starts, we need some silence.
Silence can be scary for some people, though.
It's actually a powerful tool for clarity.
Let's find out how to use the quiet.
We call this the quiet zone or mindfulness.
I really need to learn more about this.
It stops the stress before it even hits.
Okay, let's get quiet in the next part.
Ready to calm the mind down? Let's go.
I am ready. Lead the way to peace.
So the body is moving, energy is up.
But the mind can still be very chaotic.
That is why we need the quiet zone.
Is that just sitting in total silence, Adam?
Basically, yes. Just 5 minutes of doing nothing.
Doing nothing is actually really hard for me.
We are addicted to constant noise and stimulation.
I always feel like I should be working.
But this silence is actually part of working.
How does sitting still help get things done?
It clears the mental clutter from your brain.
So it is like cleaning your mental desk?
Exactly. You cannot focus if your mind is messy.
Do you close your eyes during this time?
Yes, and I just focus on my breathing.
Breathing sounds simple, but my mind wanders off.
That is normal. Just bring your attention back.
I think I can try that tomorrow.
Another great tool is writing in a journal.
I used to keep a diary as a kid.
It's similar, just write your thoughts down.
Writing them down gets them out of my head.
It stops the thoughts from looping around endlessly.
Do you write a list of things to do?
No, I write about what I'm grateful for.
Gratitude is a huge buzzword these days, right?
Because it works, it shifts your focus instantly.
You focus on good things, not the problems.
Name 3 things you're happy about now.
My coffee, this chat, and the warm sun.
See? You just felt a little happier, right?
Yeah, I actually smiled without even trying to.
It is impossible to be stressed and grateful simultaneously.
That is a really powerful trick for happiness.
Do this before you check the news headlines.
The news always makes me feel the opposite.
Protect your morning mood like it is gold.
It sets the emotional tone for the day,
If you start calm, you stay calm longer.
even when work gets crazy later in the afternoon.
You handle the crazy moments much better then.
It's like putting on invisible emotional armor.
I love that description. Emotional armor is perfect.
So, 5 minutes of silence or gratitude writing.
Pick the one that feels right for you.
Can I do it while drinking my coffee?
Absolutely. Combine the coffee ritual with the gratitude.
That sounds like the perfect morning moment, really.
It stops you from rushing into the day.
Rushing is the enemy of a good life.
Slow down to speed up later, my friend.
That is some deep wisdom for a Tuesday.
I try my best to sound wise.
Okay, so my mind is calm and positive.
But we still need to get things done.
Yeah, we can't just sit and smile forever.
We need a strategy to attack the day.
How do we choose what to do first?
Most people make a huge, long to-do list.
And then they feel overwhelmed by the list.
There's a smarter way to set goals.
I need to know this smarter way ASAP.
It's about finding your anchor for the day.
An anchor? Let's talk about that right now.
We are calm, but we have work ahead.
Time to turn this piece into real action.
Exactly. Most people write huge to-do lists today.
I write down 20 things and panic immediately.
That is the mistake. You cannot do everything.
So, how do I actually prioritize my tasks?
You need to pick just one big thing.
Just one thing? That sounds too easy, Adam.
It is the anchor of your whole day.
The thing that makes the day feel successful.
Yes, if you do nothing else, do that.
That takes a lot of pressure off me.
It gives you laser focus on what matters.
Instead of busy work, I do important work.
Precisely. Being busy is not the same as productive.
I often confuse the two, to be honest.
So ask yourself, what is my mission today?
My mission today is recording this podcast script.
Great. Once we finish, your day is won.
Anything else I do is just a bonus.
Exactly. It's a huge psychological shift for us.
Do you write this anchor down on paper?
I write it on a sticky note normally.
And put it right on your computer screen?
Yeah, so I cannot ignore it or hide.
That's a smart way to stay focused.
Also, take a minute to visualize doing it.
Visualization. You mean imagining myself doing the work?
See yourself finishing the task and feeling good.
It's like mental rehearsal for athletes, right?
Your brain believes you have already achieved success.
That builds confidence before you even start working.
It removes the fear of starting difficult tasks.
Procrastination usually comes from fear, doesn't it really?
Absolutely. We fear the task will be hard.
But visualizing makes it look easy and doable.
You step out the door with a purpose.
Not wandering around wondering what to do next.
You are the captain of your own ship.
And the anchor keeps the ship amazingly steady.
What if your anchor task is really huge?
Then I should break it into smaller pieces.
Right, but focus only on the first piece.
That prevents the feeling of being totally overwhelmed.
Morning power is about intentionality, not just speed.
Being intentional sounds much better than being fast.
We spent the morning building up this energy.
Now we channel it into one singular goal.
That is how successful people operate every single day.
They don't do more, they do what matters.
You can clear your inbox later in the afternoon.
Yeah, emails can definitely wait for a bit.
Do the hard thing while your brain is fresh.
Eat the frog first, as the saying goes.
Exactly. Get the ugly stuff done early.
Then the rest of the day is easy.
You will feel lighter and much more relaxed.
It is the best feeling in the world.
So we have a solid plan for today.
No snooze, water, movement, silence, and one goal.
It sounds like a lot, but it flows.
It actually creates time instead of taking it.
We are ready to face the world now.
We're not zombies anymore. We are awake.
So that is the morning power routine described.
It takes you from zombie mode to hero.
You don't have to do it all perfectly.
Just pick one thing to try tomorrow morning.
Maybe just the water or the no phone rule.
It is all about small steps, not perfection.
We want to hear from you guys now.
Let us know which habit you will try.
Drop a comment below with your morning plan.
We love reading about your own personal routines.
It inspires us to keep improving ourselves too.
If you enjoyed this chat, please support us.
Yeah, hit that like button for us, please.
And make sure you subscribe to the channel.
We have more great real conversations coming soon.
Don't miss out on the next daily topic.
Take back control of your mornings starting tomorrow.
You deserve a powerful start to your day.
Thanks for listening and hanging out with us.
See you in the next one. Bye, everyone.